The pace car pulling off. We are junior mini dwarf heat race action. Garrett Egan out front, the 48 machine in the second spot of Kale with a question mark because we're trying to figure it out. Kale Lewis, 19B Bailey Thompson, and rounding out the field, the 17 of Kiersey Young. We're at Santa Maria again, Jeffrey.
What?
Exactly.
Wait, where were we at
Irwindale
last night?
And Willow Springs earlier yesterday.
What is going on?
Well, 490 miles if the car makes it home tonight. Round trip of the weekend of action. And Garrett Egan is showing him up right now. And that number 10 machine. He's got a half-track lead almost. Now the announcer's trying to copy what I'm saying. Well, we got a battle for the second spot. Not for long. Kale goes wide.
We're just past halfway. The 10 car might lap the whole field.
He might. He's closing in to the back of Young. We might see lap traffic be into play in this one. And it looks like the white's about to come out. White flag. Can Young stay on the lead lap? Well, we know who's fast in this one so far. Garrett Egan and his number 10 taking the checkered flag in the first heat of the evening. Simpkins Memorial Night here at Santa Maria Speedway.
I think you called that win a little bit early. I think that the second place car almost had a chance to catch him out of turn 4.
I just want to know what happened to the trailer. What kind of accident did we have and we missed?
Trailer race, man. We probably had something to do with it.
Trailer racing.
All right, there we go. Getting ready for heat race number 2 for the junior mini dwarfs. Starting on the front row, the 76 of Chloe Jones and the 00 of Cheyenne Flippo. Green flag, and we're in a turn 1, taking out some tires.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in the last heat races, this is my first time seeing this little track in action in person, and I like this track.
Kylie Forrester in the 3rd position in the number 1 car, and rounding out the field, the 31T of Nathan Dockstader. Forrester looking like she has a fast car in this one, however, not getting around Chloe Jones. 50% of this field, no, 75% of this field, Tommy, are women drivers.
Very true.
So look at that. It shows these younger drivers, we got a healthy fixin' of female drivers in these fields nowadays. Forrester to the inside of Jones, going for the 2nd position, lap number 4, we're halfway.
Storming to the inside, she might catch up to Flippo and make the pass.
Tommy, you know what my favorite number is, right?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Number 00.
That's right, come on, go 00.
And my question, Jeffrey, and I already know the answer to this, why 00?
All right, well,
what makes that a special number for you?
One thing I love about, I've always loved the 00.
Battle for the lead.
As they battle for the lead down the front straightaway, Forrester to the inside and take the lead. Oh, the bump and run!
I love this track already. I am excited for the main events.
The 00, you know what I like about the number, Tommy? Is that it's technically not a real number.
Exactly, I knew that one, but we had to share with the audience.
But I love it.
And for the audience to know why I love the number 96, because it's the same number upside down.
And for Tommy, that means something, because Tommy might end up upside down at some point.
Checkered flag for Kylie Forrester. She is on a tear lately in the
It'll be an interesting showdown between Forrester, and then we saw the absolute dominating performance by Garrett Egan. So we'll keep an eye on that. That rounds up the junior mini dwarfs for tonight's heat race action.
Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week. Senior mini dwarfs on track for their first heat race, and we're gonna go crazy at the start. Leela Brogdon's never won out front. Anthony Balgazar going to the outside, trying to make a pass. And we're gonna do a complete restart.
You would think that the junior mini dwarfs would be the crazy ones, but I think the senior mini dwarfs are the ones with the confidence.
Absolutely. Caden Cochran in the number 23 machine. The machine. 68S. Sonny Simpkins. And I like how they protect the rear wheels on that one. Smart fabrication work. And rounding out the field, the number 14 of J.D. Brown. So we're going to get ready for a complete restart. So under the caution, that 68 machine having some issues staying running. Simpkins though got it started by Billy Simpkins. We go racing, 3 wide. Brogdon into the tires, and it worked. It didn't work for her, but there's no caution. We stay running. Balgazar out front. And JD Brown taking a move. 68S not going anywhere. That machine acting funny here early on in the evening. Caden Cochran in the second spot.
Oh boy.
And Leela Brogdon trying to catch up what she gave up in a way, going into turn 1 on the restart. Look at Cochran, did you see that?
Yeah.
Turn 2, he's bouncing, he's sliding, keeping his foot on the loud pedal. Never give up, never give in attitude for these senior mini dwarfs. Balgazar, not really, actually he is, now that I look at it, picking up time over Cochran and catching up to that 68S of Sonny Simpkins. Field spread out. White flag for Balgazar and the number 17 machine. Anthony Balgazar seems to be fast anywhere that we see him go. And he is going to lap Simpkins and take the checkered flag. And the first senior mini dwarf heat of the evening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the second heat race of the Tommy, what have you done?
I can hear you just fine.
Oh, we got contact going into turn number 1. It is the number 34 machine getting the lead, Cassidy Claiborne. Oh, Flippo going through the infield.
And that could bring out a caution.
What?
And it's not going to bring out a caution.
What?
Correct. Oh, Moore.
It's getting exciting.
Battle for last on the track, but an exciting one. Cody Johnson and Jerry Flippo battling it out. All behind Steven Johnson.
Tommy ripped my ears out in case anyone's wondering what happened.
I'm sorry, that's not Steven Johnson.
No, that is Cody Johnson, the number 11 machine. The 21 of Nicholas Johnson, the 13 Jerry Flippo, but your leader in what looks like it's an Okibo hardtop. I mean, look at that. Look at the front end, Tommy.
Claiborne's number 34. Yeah, I love the scoop on the hood.
Things got a little shaky for the number 21 of Nicholas Johnson. The last lap out of turn number 2. Looks like things are gathered up for that young driver. And we're continuing on. 2 laps to go. Flippo been having some good racing out at Kern County Raceway Park lately.
Yeah.
Looking to keep it going, but that 34 car is on a rail.
Oh, look at that thing going through the corners. That thing is...
It's a hot rod.
It's a hot rod tonight. That actually has suspension, it looks like.
Ding, 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 ding. Checkered flag out in the air. The number 34, Cassidy Claiborne, your winner. So,
if you can't win the race, put on the best show.
Put on the show. Win the fans. Wait. Yeah.
Hey! Are you ready for me now?
Sport Mod.
Heat race number 1 on the Simpkins Memorial Night here at Santa Maria Speedway on Sunday, September 1st. Hampel, Holder, Piker, Kirby, and Wilson.
That was exciting.
All here, Sport Mod racing. Hampel's gonna spin. Well, he was in the process of spinning, and Holder helped, but I don't think Holder had any choice to help. We stay green. Roll over Brylan Holder. Out front, Brylan Holder, he's been fast as of lately. That kid learned quick in the Sport Mods. And leading in front of one of the fast guys everywhere he goes, 28P, John Piker. 36 machine apparently just showed up to Santa Maria Speedway.
He showed up when we did.
When we did, yeah. 36, Alex Wilson. And the number 5K, Brenda Kirby. Battle for the lead brewing up here in turns number 3 and 4. Holder stays up in the high groove. Piker looking low. Brylan Holder out front in that orange machine. I love the orange. Him and his father, Roger Holder, going to orange, and I just love how it stands out. And of course the dust covers to add. Holder though looks to be up in the marbles a little bit here. Piker closing in. And I believe we will have a battle here brewing up for the lead. Welcome back to Santa Maria, Jeffrey.
Yeah, welcome back to Santa Maria.
Last time Low Budget TV was here, July 27th. And then the time before that was in May. So we try to make our rounds out here. This is our first year covering Santa Maria Speedway at times. And let me tell you what, I can guarantee you we'll be back in the next few years. We enjoy it. This is a nice facility and a very nice area, especially when it's 180 degrees at home. And Holder is going to come through turns number 3 and 4 and take the checkered in the first heat race of the Sport Mods. Piker and Wilson rounding out. Heat race number 1. Hampel around. They haven't taken the checkered yet. As far as Hampel and Kirby.
Hampel was racing with Kirby then.
Yes, Kirby spun it out a lap ago in the same corner. That's where the racing began. Sport Mod Heat Race number 2 on track. Rayburn and Bryant taking it away. Spain Howard, Paddock, Wilson, and Kanke. Rayburn out front. Jeffrey, Spain Howard's on a mission. I thought we were going to see a spin, and we do see a spin.
Couple cars getting together.
And that may or may not bring out a caution.
Spain Howard with a right front flat tire. Not a good start for their here. There's no caution out, by the way.
There's not. Rayburn got it fired up and racing. And I wonder if they're doing one and done here tonight. As far as the heat race.
Spain Howard's still in 5th. No, I take that. Yeah, he was in 5th. So like you said, the 26. Oh, the 98 spun out over in turn number 4. Going to get out of the way of the leader. It's been a wild one. Not a good start for your front row starter in the 98 machine. Rayburn. But a really good start for Bryant in the 26, the 39 of Wilson, and the 33 of Kanke. Kanke literally showed up about 15 minutes ago, no joke.
We were setting up cameras before, 5 minutes before opening ceremony.
Yeah, and that's when they rolled in. The car was on the trailer pulling into the pits.
Dirt track racing.
Kanke closing in on Wilson in a really quick matter.
Wilson got loose out of turn number 2. Dry track, as you can
98
see.
spinning out again in turn number 4. It's the 3rd spin for that driver. Gary Rayburn Jr. You see Kanke to the inside of Wilson and looking to complete the pass down the back straightaway. Wonder if there's any damage on the 98 machine that may be causing all these spins.
There might be. Or maybe set up the car completely backwards from how the track turned out to be today. This track dried up quickly. We were talking to Spain Howard, and he was very convinced that this track would be difficult to drive, and as we can see, it is. White flag out through turns 3 and 4.
Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Dan Bryant, the number 26 machine, winning the second of 2 Sport Mod Heat races out here for a special Sunday night of racing at the Santa Maria Speedway.
Heat race number 1 for the Super Stocks.
Oh boy!
Clay Daly will start on the pole to his outside. Frazier, the number 04 of Randolph. He's number 37. That is Weber. And the last row has the 5N driven by Nyback and the number 20 machine, 20T of Tony Randolph, Tim Randolph in the 04. And we are racing here in this one.
Yes.
Good battle up front. Everybody tight formation. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It looks like Daly will take it. Battle for second now, Frazier.
Contact between these two in the back.
And they keep it going. I was convinced that Tony Randolph's 20T was going to collect Weber going into turn number 1. And Nyback, he's going to loop it over in turn number 4. Battling here for the 3rd spot. Tim Randolph slipping back, and does the crossover on Chad Weber's 37 machine.
37's getting to meet all of the Randolph.
Yeah, they are. You know what happens sometimes? You can meet people on the track, and then you meet the whole family in the pits. Got to be careful at dirt tracks.
True.
Well, out front, Clay Daly running away with this one slowly but surely in his number 11 machine, the 11M, who usually is driven by Ray Marquin. We haven't seen Ray in that car in a long time. I think he gave it up as soon as Clay Daly hopped in and started winning, because we saw Clay last time out of Bakersfield Speedway taking the checkers in this number 11 machine. And he's looking strong here so far in the first heat race for the Superstocks. 2 to go. Lap number 6 on the scoreboard. What are you seeing so far?
Well, there was a lot of excitement early on, but once things spread out, looks like guys are just kind of getting a feel for the track tonight. Not pushing their equipment too hard, saving things for the main. That's what I'm seeing.
Clay Daly taking the white flag, and he'll go down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in this heat race. Out of turn number 4, Clay Daly collecting the checkers, and looking good for that main event. Frazier will finish 2nd, and 3rd will be Tim Randolph. What a picture that we're seeing here for the main event.
Getting ready for the middle heat. That's the 2nd of 3 heats for the Super Stocks out here. Lee Jensen, fast time qualifier out in that number 72 machine, getting ready to start us on the front row. Green flag in the air.
Oh, contact at the start.
A lot of squirreliness on the start. The number 1B on the outside, Gary Dutton, 33 machine, who you saw starting in the 2nd row of Don Gilbertson. And the one you got squirrely, the one in of Anthony Pombo. Inside is driven by Tim Bewley, and rounding out this field, the number 6. Driven by John Blackford. Side by side for the lead.
Good battle.
Yeah, Dutton and Jensen, both really good drivers. You know, Tommy, I noticed during qualifying that Dutton's car was not sounding really healthy out on the racetrack. Seemed like there was something amiss in the motor, but it looks to be running just fine.
It could have been that car was revving really high RPMs and hitting the chip down the straightaways. Dry track leads to heavy right foot and nowhere to go for the rear tires.
Tim Bewley struggled out of turn number 2, didn't hit anything, but he lost a lot of time on the field, kind of getting up in the marbles. Tommy and I were walking on the track a little bit earlier tonight, and you could tell how dry the track has already gotten. Those marbles, Tommy, there's a really, really defining factor between the racing groove and where you don't want to be.
Yes, very true. And we put a camera in the marbles, so
yeah,
if you wind up there, you'll be seen on Low Budget TV.
You see, now they're all starting to see how we work. 6 car squirrely through turn number 2. Blackford gathers it back up. Lee Jensen, your leader in the 72, pulling away from Dutton. Now the 33 trying to close in on him. Don Gilbertson, sporting some red, white, and blue on his numbers. It's Labor Day weekend. Let's be patriotic, because we love vacations. And America. What do you love, Tommy?
I love both, and that's why we're here racing on vacation in America. We got a spinner and a caution out of turn number 2. That would be the number 6 machine around.
2 laps to go. Getting ready for the restart, lap number 6 of 8. In heat race number 2 for the Street Stocks. Green flag in the air. Jensen with a good restart, but Dutton looking low. But not going to make it happen that time, bye. In fact, Jensen really going to pull away from the pack. The number 6 was our spinner in the last race. We believe it's a one and done rule, which would explain why Blackford is now sitting in the infield. White flag in the air for Jensen. Is it a surprise to see Jensen up front?
Definitely not. And the Dragon Slayer showing him how it's done right now on this dry, slick track. Out of turn number 4, Jeffrey.
Out of turn number 4. 72. Slaying the field. That's Lee Jensen. Things getting squirrely in the back between Bewley and Pomba. It looks like Bewley beat him at the line.
Right at that line. This one, a little bit of a weirdness here at the start. Lonnie Welch, the number 5, Daryl Hughes, the 66 machine. That is Chad Schaefer. 68, Jay, Billy the Kid Simpkins, and rounding out the field, the number 13 machine of Aaron Cervantes. Welch out front, battle for the 3rd spot, Simpkins to the outside. I wonder if we took a look at the last race and saw Jensen running right on the high side, right actually in the middle of the track, picking up time. It looks like he's gonna pick.
You know what I want to know?
Yes.
Why doesn't Simpkins have a wheel protector on the left rear?
Hey, you're right, absolutely. Well, that could be a good question. Next time we see that 68J driver. Lonnie Welch out front. Last time we were at Santa Maria Speedway, that 14 machine in victory lane. After a long evening, actually it was Sunday morning is when he wound up in victory. No, Monday morning when he wound up in victory lane. Lonnie Welch, number 14 machine. Looking strong here tonight. He might go 2 for 2 at Santa Maria's low budget TV coverage, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Uh-oh.
13 around Cervantes. He's going to get it restarted and keep on racing. No caution. Looking good here. And I think I see the 5 of Daryl Hughes might be smoking a little bit when he goes into the corners. I'm not sure if that's just dust, though. Take a good look. Look at the right rear. No, it's just dust. Well, the battle, I guess, the fun place to watch is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. White flag out for Welch. He's cleared a good straightaway lead over Daryl Hughes. Simpkins looking to try to get around Hughes, and he's going to look to the inside. Lonnie Welch through turns number 3 and 4, taking the checkers in the 3rd and final heat race for the Superstocks. Hughes will hold off Simpkins and Schaefer. And you never can leave out the beautiful 13 of Aaron Cervantes. Heat race number 1 for the IMCA Modifieds. Who's in this one?
Well, leading him into turn number 1, the 28H. That's Daryl Hughes to his outside, the 17X of Robert Paquette. Still side by side for 3rd. That's the 2 of Danny Lauer. And you see 3 wide now for 2nd. 20 machine in the middle of that mix, Cody Burke. Also in this one, it's the 91 machine. That's Tony Toast, the 33 of Billy Wormsbecker, and the number 2T of Paul Terrones.
This is a racy heat race in heat number 1 for the Modifieds. One thing that I'm used to seeing that I'm not seeing now is that number 2 of Lauer. Usually we find him at Santa Maria up on the wall.
Oh boy, look at these guys racing it out for the 2nd position.
And Lauer couldn't have been in a better spot, because when they bunched up, he slung it to the inside and cleared him. Now he's on the outside.
Notice a lot of damage to the left rear of the 17 machine. Paquette dealing with some cosmetic damage that could be rubbing against the tire. 3 wide still for 2nd. This is a great race.
Contact.
The only driver not dealing with a battle right now.
Oh boy.
You saw that pinch by Burke. The only driver not dealing with a battle right now is the number 28H. Hughes all by himself. Lauer trying to close in, but Toast not making it easy. And this time by at lap 6, contact between Lauer and Toast. Toast now taking the second spot. You can already see all the damage to the right side of that 91T.
Oh boy.
And on the left side. There's damage everywhere on that car.
Yeah, this heat race, really racy.
Yeah, a little bit of contact in the back. That's going to send one car around. And into the wall goes the number 2T of Paul Terrones. This might bring out a caution. It will. Caution flag out. Lap number 7. Tommy, first caution on the 3rd mile, I believe.
I think, yeah, it's the first caution of the evening on the 3rd mile. Restart.
Green and white out at the same time. Hughes your leader. Toast 2nd and Lauer 3rd. This is as close as second place has been. Look at Lauer to the outside of Toast trying to make something happen. Not going to make it work out of turn number 2. They're battling it out. This is the last lap of the heat race. Hughes looking good out of turn number 4. Toast trying to make something happen, but it's going to be Hughes grabbing the victory.
Good racing in this one. That's just the first heat race for the modified.
Getting ready for the next heat race here for the IMCA Modifieds. Holder leading us away.
Kirkpatrick. Coffee, Vogt, side-by-side action. Drake, Johnson, and Bowles. All in this one. The second heat for the IMCA Modifieds. Roger Holder in his older car. In the lead in this one, Kenny Kirkpatrick in the 77 machine getting a bump from Josh Vogt. Dalen Coffey in his number 55 machine. On the inside battling for the 3rd spot, Michael Johnson in that 22C machine, and Logan Drake in his number 111 or 111, however you want to call it that. And Steve Bowles back out of, I believe, a break from getting that car completely fixed up again.
Way up in the marbles.
Yeah, he was dusting up everybody standing along the fence there. They all had to duck on that one. Holder out front, looking good, but the battle is for 3rd right now. Hot and heavy through turns number 3 and 4. Coffee leading that battle. 3 wide behind him. Drake now taking a peek to the inside of Vogt. He's there and completes the pass out of turn 2. Things exciting going on here. Johnson now give him a try. 3 wide going into turn 3. All for a battle for 4th. Modifieds, man. Roger Holder's loving what he's seeing now.
More contact.
Rooting and gouging here for the 4th spot. Vogt might have a flat tire. Yes, right front. I saw a lot of dirt kicking up, as you can see. More dirt. There it is. Dirt clods now. So that 25V machine into the infield. White flag out for Roger Holder. And the number 24 machine. I'd be curious if he's going to Iowa to race at Boone, if that's where his new car is. And he's just running his old car and then taking a plane flight out of turn number 4, Roger Holder. West Coast Wild Man taking the checkered flag. Kirkpatrick, Coffey, Drake, Johnson, and Bowles. And I thought what you were gonna thought. Did
Rivalry.
you? That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. Heat race number 3 for the modifieds. We go racing. And a wild start at the start of this start.
Still wild. 1 car around, and it's going to be a single car incident. That's the 66 machine going around of Justin Crockett.
Trying to get it refired when we will see a yellow. Who's in this one? Do you know? Or are you going to go through later? Okay.
Crockett spun out.
Okay. All right, here we go. Restart action. Trying it again.
Jason Papich in the 91P with a good start. The number 3 machine was to his outside. That's Ryan Lauer. The 26 machine you see there, Chet Reeves. It's a Memorial Racing car right there. Maccabee. Racing in memory of the 25 you see on the track. That is Austin Burke. And rounding out this field, the number 45 machine driven by J.R. Stout. Good lead for Pappage. The battles for second like it was in the last race. Reeves holding on to it. Burke and Lauer trying to get around here on lap number 2.
Good battle for third. Burke not able to get the run out of turn number 2 like he hoped for. Chet Reeves in that Tom what is it? Maccabee. I'm just going to keep joking that I can't pronounce it until I can. And up the track he went into the marbles.
Still a good battle. Lauer now holding the second position. I'm telling you, dude, Pappage's car, no one's catching it right now. The 66 that you saw spin out earlier, again, there's a one and done rule. So that car's sitting in the infield.
That 91P machine, like you said, Jeffrey, on rails here so far.
Oh yeah, no one seems to be able to keep up. So things are gonna be, it'll be interesting to see what people can do with that 91P tonight. Good battle still for second. Burke trying to get around Lauer in the 3R. According to my sheet, I just see a big 3 though.
Yeah, exactly.
Lap 6, now lap 7, white flag in the air. I don't think anyone's gonna catch Pappage unless they have super draft. Oh, 45 holding onto it on the front straightaway. Stout almost spun out of turn 4, but turn 3 and 4 has the side of the 91P, our winner in the last heat race for the IMCA Modifieds. Pappage claims it.
Here we go. Heat race number 1 for the hobby stocks out here at the Santa Maria Speedway. The Simpkins Memorial. On the pole, the number 5 machine, Sean Martin Sr. to his outside, the 2Z, Gareth Zander, inside row number 2. The 73 machine, driven by David Rutledge. The number 18 machine, outside row number 2, Robbie Cervantes. We go green. Denman in the 14D, winner of the last time we were here at Santa Maria Speedway. 00, and 00 is going crazy. Matt Dockskater and the 4.
It's a 00 thing. Two, Rutledge hard in the back of Cervantes.
And the number 4, Bones Schuler. 3 wide out of turn number 4. And more contact, bumping and banging. The winner of all this so far, Robbie Cervantes, but he spins it out. Big crash out of turn number 2, and all in front of the wall camera that we are saving for the main event. Well, we stacked him up. No major damage, it looked like. No major damage, it looked like. We might have just ruffled some fenders and some tempers.
I think we literally just wrecked the whole field.
Man, oh man. Debris out on the track. Denman, right front fender damage. Zander, right side damage. Rutledge.
Hobby stocks, baby. Hobby stocks.
Yeah, no major damage. Not even a flat tire, unbelievably. Lansley caution, are back racing.
Yeah.
It was a lineup caution, and remember a lap ago, Jeffrey, when I was saying that the 18 was the winner of it? Well, he's off the track now, one and done rule, creator of the caution. So that number 18 of Robbie Cervantes. And the 5, door slamming, tank slapping out of turn 2. Sean Martin Sr. getting into Gareth Zander.
I'm going to enjoy this main event.
It's going to be an interesting one. Zander out front on this one. Here comes the 4 machine of Bones Schuler. You were here a couple races ago, Jeffrey. Schuler is how you pronounce the name, correct?
Yep.
All right. Martin up in the marbles making dust. Denman looking to the inside for the second spot.
Hey, you know what they say about Denman.
He's the demon on that track. Amongst other things I will say about Denman tonight.
Last time we were out here, Tommy, we saw that 73 machine get around.
Yeah, in the heat races, he smacked the wall, correct?
Yeah,
knocked
really
himself
hard.
clean out.
And then
he went past seeing stars.
yes.
Lights out for that 73 machine. And then what did you say? You went down on the pits to set up cameras, and they were working on the car, getting it ready to go.
I don't even think they were working on it. I think it was ready to go.
Concussions don't mean a thing in racing. Battle for the second spot. Rubbin is racing in the hobby stocks.
Denman on a mission.
David Rutledge. I do enjoy the paint scheme on that. I like the circle, and of course, the 73. It stands out very well. Denman on a mission right now. White flag is out. Can Denman get around Xander here on the last lap?
He's a demon.
And the Demons running to the high side. Door shut by Xander. One more chance.
Bumper.
Through turns 3 and 4. Xander on the inside. Denman looking to the high side. Who's it going to be at the line? And Denman taking the checkered flag. The fans on their feet. What a finish.
He's a demon.
And that's why I love hobby stocks.
Oh my goodness. Wait. Woo! 0-0! Yeah.
Please put your hands together for the
How about that?
as he goes by you right now. Rich Denman. Wow.
Hey, Tommy, hobby stocks. Why do you never leave a race before it's over?
Way back, 10 years ago, these races street stock.
The second of 2 heat races for the hobby stocks, getting ready to go. 7 cars. In this one, the number 49 of Dave Thompson on the pole, and to his outside, the number 10 of Sean Martin Jr. The 15 machines driven by Roger Noble, the 70, John McKinley, the 64 is driven by Tim Correa, the 11X of Cody Fowler, spinning it out in turn number 1.
Why not?
And the 28 driven by Derek Todd. Hey, you got to do a donut, whether it's when you win or when you think you win. Thompson continued to lead.
You got a visitor next to you, Jeffrey.
I do. Who is this? Who do we got here?
Hey, it's Mike Patterson. How you guys doing?
This is one of the announcers out here at Santa Maria
I was
Speedway.
going to say, the voice sounds very familiar.
The voice does sound very familiar. What do you got here in your hand?
I got some T-shirts from Santa Maria Harley Davidson. I'll be throwing out in a little bit. Also got some Smarties for the kids. Gonna make it rain Smarties.
Yeah, when he
right.
says the kids, he means us because they
Yeah.
give us candy and that's how we work.
That's
Right.
medicine we need.
Well, it's been a good night so far.
Lots of fun racing out here. It'll be a little bit better. I'm looking forward to seeing the late models tonight. They've got a tendency to, on a dry slick track, to make it a good demolition derby. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey, this sounds like he's got his heart in the right spot.
That also sounds like Stephanie's going to have a lot to write about.
Yes, it is. Stephanie being the PR announcer
Yeah.
in the Word document.
Exactly, yes.
Coming by
The Mike Joy of the computer.
yeah, halfway. And the 49, Dave Thompson, your leader. Noble second, and the 70 McKinley holding on to the 3rd spot. So good start for these 3 drivers.
Boy.
And you know what? Now I got Patterson working for me. He's saving my notebook. Thank you.
It's what I do.
It's what he do. The 64 machine, Correa, Sean Martin Jr. in the 10.
Now that sounds interesting.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
That sounded like my stomach after last night at Denny's.
Very true. I remember it well.
Yeah.
And that's why we brought our lovin' to Santa Maria. Because we can't leave it all down south.
I think it might be the 64 car we were hearing some interesting noises out of. Hey, but he's got green wheels and he's good to go. That's the rule. White flag out in the net for the number 49 of Dave Thompson. We'll have one more heat race for the hobby stocks after this, and then we get to the late models here at the Simpkins Memorial at Santa Maria Speedway 2013. Just jumped into September 1st out of turn number 4. Dave Thompson gonna win his heat race.
Very solid looking car, not a wheel wrong in that heat race. He's looking good for the main events. Wheel wrong in that heat race. He's looking good for the main events. Here we go.
Green flag.
Heat race action. Chad Johnson. That'll be the 77 of Mark Doss. And then the 14H of Matthew Hagio. 3 wide, 4 wide for a split second. Look at that 13C of Jake Jones. making his move into the third spot now. The 88 are of Austin Ruskoff in that 77 right rear flat. Taylor James in the 3 trying to figure out where to go. And she might be along for the ride after this too. And rounding out the field, the 33 of Brandon Rickey. It's a matter of not caring at this point for that 77. Why not? Well, everybody gets by the 77 of Doss. In battle for the second spot, Haggio to the outside. Looking in, he gets passed by that 13 machine of Jones. Ruskoff now trying to look to the inside of Haggio. 77 now deciding it's a good time to pull into the pits. I was cheering him on though.
So was I.
Halfway this time by, Chad Johnson. Bakersfield Speedway standout, leading this one. Brandon Rickey. First time out apparently.
Tricky Ricky.
Tricky Brandon Rickey. Haggio getting loose on the inside of Ruskoff. Now James to the outside of that 14. H. And I think we're going to have a battle for the lead brewing here. Chad Johnson's in that 13C machine. Jake Jones putting a bid up for the win.
3 laps to go.
With 3 laps remaining. Chad Johnson's brother, Steven Johnson, won it the last time we were out for the Memorial Day show, I believe.
He's there.
And Jones, yes, Jones. Low on Johnson, side by side for a second through turns 3 and 4. I don't think it's over yet. Last lap, white flag, James to the inside of Haggio. That's a battle for 4th. But the battle is on for the lead, and it looks like Chad Johnson might have it. Through turns number 3 and 4, Chad Johnson collecting the checkers here at Santa Maria in the heat race over Jones and Ruskoff.
Next up, late models. First heat race for the late models. Green flag out, Steve Drake in the 11X sending us into turn number 1. The 75 is Tommy Malcolm. The 2, Bobby Hogg, kind of slipping up in turn 1, allowing the 21 of Devin Crockett to get on by because the caution's out.
Complete restart because the camera got blurry on the start. That's why.
Because the camera got blurry. So we appreciate Santa Maria for
they're on our side.
Keeping yeah, you guys are on our side.
Oh yeah, we're always out here to make sure we put on the best show via the video or live. So
there you go. See, they got us. They got everyone covered, not just us. It's perfect.
Their hearts are in the right places.
They are. Well, how about we tell you who the last 3 cars in this race are? The 17 driven by Larry Childress, and then to Larry's outside is the 71 machine driven by Sean DeForest. Rounding out this field, the 74 Dennis Souza, who did not have a time in qualifying because his transponder was not registering. We're into turn number 1, and hopefully things turn out better for the 74. And obviously we're green racing, so things have turned out better for the restart.
I remember there being transponder issues the last time we were here with the late models.
But I think there was only one car that had that issue this time.
That's true.
Because there was only one car I saw that didn't have a sheet, or a number on this sheet. You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying. Drake out to a good lead early on in this one.
Well, it looks like potential issues for Larry Childress, or maybe he was just slipping up, getting in the marbles. Looks like he's back up to speed, but he was definitely under power out of the turn. That's one of the hard things in these dirt track races. You get out of the groove, you're in trouble. It basically takes out your entire lap.
You tried to take out my headphones, didn't you?
Malcolm trying to catch up to Hodge in the number 2 machine.
Look at the lead Drake's got.
That's been kind of the defining point of these heat races tonight, Tommy. The leader kind of gets out front and the battles for a second. We've seen that in numerous heat races, both in the hobby stocks and the modifieds. I wonder why.
You know, this track is looking exciting for the main event.
Oh, we got one around in turn number 1. The 71 going to spin it out.
Keep it going, but the
Sean
caution is out.
DeForest, the caution does come out. That's going to be a one and done.
I talked over you. Who is the driver again?
Sean DeForest.
Sorry, Sean. I interrupted you while you're getting your name called.
Getting ready for the restart, lap number 5. Green flag in the air. Drake going to lead us into turn number 1. Oh, can he do anything with them? Malcolm in third. Looks like Malcolm gets a good run out of the turn, but not able to do anything with it. Now Malcolm under fire from Crockett in the 21 machine. Malcolm up in the marbles, but gonna hold on to it. And also gonna try and recapture the third spot, so he really was able to make that work out of turn number 2. White flag out for Drake.
Drake's looking strong in this one.
71 machine also out in the marbles, but out of turn number 4, it's gonna be Steve Drake of the 11X capturing the heat race victory.
And the 71 continuing to stay in the marbles. Why not? Dust it off a little bit. Heat race for the super late models on track. That's a 91P driven by Jason Papich to his outside. The number 5, W. Larry Wise, Kirby, Daly, Bartels, Nick Bartels, and the 84 machine rounding out the field. That is Jeff Decker.
Now wait, you said Nick Bartels?
I said Nick Bartels, and that's 77. I guess Nick blew up his number 27 yesterday at Bakersfield Speedway.
And the 84 machine won last night at Bakersfield Speedway.
Really? Awesome. Good to hear. Well, he's looking to try to double down on a two-track, 2-day race fest for the late models. They ran, of course, last night at the Bakersfield Speedway. And unfortunately, we weren't there. But fortunately, we were working at Irwindale Speedway. That's kind of the tie-up is, yeah, we can't make every track at once, but it helps when we got a job. Either way, we've always been working at racetracks, and this helps give us an excuse to go. Larry Wise, his excuse for leading is that car is looking good here tonight. That thing hasn't put a wheel wrong on the track, but here comes Papich trying to sneak to the inside. The 91P having some vinyl missing on the right side.
That's
shows how interesting it was yesterday. Last night at Bakersfield Speedway. He's looking to the inside again through turns 3 and 4. 5 laps on the scoreboard. 3 laps remaining for this heat race action for the late models. One more heat race left to go, it looks like, after this one. Larry Wise out front with heat. Battle for the lead. Papich to the inside. Not able to get the good run out of turn number 2, but he throws it in turn number 3. Side by side. Touch of contact. White flag. We're still side by side for the lead. Great racing in this one. And it looks like Wise might be smoking a little bit. Who's it going to be out of the line? Larry Wise taking it on the high side with smoke. That could spell disaster.
That could smell disaster.
That's very true. All right, well, up next, another heat race.
Getting ready for the last heat race of the night here at Santa Maria Speedway, September 1st, 2013. It's the Simpkins Memorial. And Tommy, it's been a good one so far. The sun's setting upon us here in the Santa Maria Hills.
Feels great to be here near the coast.
Oh, God, this is beautiful weather compared to what we were dealing with yesterday at Irwindale, that's for sure. It's a 72 degrees, doesn't that sound beautiful?
It does.
91T, that's Tony Toast getting ready to lead us away. The 10 in, Rob Sanders to his outside. The 22B in the field, that's Bruce Duckett. The 00, that's right, baby, 00 in the field.
From Arizona.
Jeff Manka, and the 96 of Carla Laney.
Depends on which side of Arizona you're from, is how you pronounce that last name.
It does. Well, battle for the lead between Sanders and Toast. Duking it out side by side, door to door down the back straightaway.
I hate when my toast gets sandy, but this is a battle for the lead.
And when it gets more sandy, it becomes sander.
That's true.
The doubles Joe sitting in the third spot. They are running nice and single file behind this big battle for the lead.
Where's that double
Between
zero?
Toast
There you
and Sanders. Sanders has the advantage down the front straightaway here on lap number 3 of 8. And he's looking to pull away a little bit from Tony Toast. So the 91T falling back to the second spot. Sanders looking as strong as ever. You know, the right front looks funny on the 91. I want you to zoom right into it. It looks exciting. Just look at the wheel.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks funny.
Doesn't it?
That thing might be, I believe it's broken.
Something broke in the right front, it looks like.
Yeah, right front suspension. Let's take another good look at it. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Hey, you know what?
I don't know.
It might be the wheel cover.
Yeah, the wheel cover could be damaged and it's throwing us off.
I mean, he's still running really good, but
Yeah, it definitely hasn't lost any time.
it's definitely something to keep an eye on, though,
No.
if it's an issue.
It's fine.
Well, Dr. Tommy says that we're good to go. So white flag in the air for Rob Sanders, looking to win the last heat race of the night. And it looks like he's going to pull it off. Riding the berm out of turn number 4, Rob Sanders in the tin in, capturing the final heat race victory for September 1st, 2013. And Tommy, next up we got main events, low budget TV here. We do DVDs. And how can I see all the main events for tonight?
You can see them on DVDs. Every lap of every main event that can fit on a DVD will be available for sale if you contact us at Low Budget TV on Facebook. Low Budget, as you can see right now on YouTube, send us a message. You can email us lbtvmail@yahoo.com. That's how you get a hold of us. That's how you can get a DVD, and we'll be happy to sell you one. Thank you all for watching and supporting. And here we go, main event time. Let's go racing.